I always love it when people ask me, what are you dreaming? And it's not a fantasy. I believe that there are these deposits and imaginings that send us into this place of possibility. So when you asked us to share what we're dreaming for Paris, I thought, yes, this would be my question. So what we're dreaming, first of all, I would like to call it Rescuing Monday. So many people live in a place where they hate their lives. They especially are held hostage by Monday, and the weekend has this enormous power. They have to somehow escape their everyday lives of the week, and they call it mundane. And what I would love to do as a part of our discipleship program is to help people learn to see the beauty and the divine motion of every day, and not just a Saturday or a Sunday or a Friday night, to be rescuing people in their Monday lives. And that's just a part of it. Another part of what we would love to see happen in Paris is a certain internship or residency where we lead people on customized adventures. And we have been talking extensively with one of our friends who's going to be joining us in this customized adventure. And he said this to me just last night. He said, we will be signposts where we point people into places in the city, places where we know already are going to speak to their soul on some places that are going to teach them something. It's not going to be about tourism, and it's not going to be about voyeurism even within a culture or a place. It's going to be about being quiet to listen and learn from the city. And that's a part of this customized adventure that we are dreaming, and we're putting it together. Almost every night we're talking and planning and putting details together for this program. Another part of that within the city, and it all joins together, it will be woven together, is to see a creative third space where entrepreneurs and creatives and people who live on the edge of culture can come together. People who work at home, but they don't necessarily want to work alone. And they can come into this space where they can work, where they can have internet, food, and people. We would love to see this. A third space where the lines are blurred between worship and work and play. And we would love to see that happen. My dream is that we would actually live in this place, upstairs somewhere, that overlooks a busy, crowded Parisian street right in the middle of the city. That's what I'm dreaming. That's what we're dreaming. And will that happen? Well, that's going to come in the next part when I talk about what we're praying for. Another thing we're dreaming about is to see one of the most beautiful things arise from the city is a community of faith, a faith-based group of friends who are committed to each other, committed to the gospel, and ready to adjust and realign their lives to see the gospel happen within the city. So with that in mind, we are praying for these things. We're praying to meet people who are already living in a way to serve Paris, and we want to join with them. It's an amazing city already. Not for a second would we fool ourselves into believing that Paris needs us. God is doing amazing things, and what we are determined to do is find those things. So we're praying for the eyes to see what God is doing. We're also praying to defy gravity. What that means is there's this book that I've read. It's a great book by my friend Dave Gibbons. It's called Zealot, Defying the Gravity of Normalcy. And we want to go into Paris ready to defy the gravity that would pull us toward wanting to be comfortable, that would pull us toward wanting the easy way, the gravity even that would pull us to live into other people's expectations of what we should be doing at this time in our lives, or even the gravity to be just 52. We want to defy gravity. And we're also praying to find other people in Paris who have this desire to defy gravity, but they just don't know how to do it yet. We're also praying for the yet. I love that word. There's not enough money yet. You have nowhere to live yet. But we're praying into those things. A few months ago, we were visiting Paris, and everybody we met, they said to us, apartments are really expensive. It's so expensive to live in Paris. I heard it so many times that I got this lump And for me, panic lives in my esophagus. And it felt like I'd swallowed a piece of gum and it wouldn't dislodge until this beautiful voice, the voice of truth, spoke into my heart. And truth has this amazing way of getting rid of that gum in my esophagus. And truth said to me, let them say it. Let them say it over and over. Let them say how expensive it is, how difficult it is, how atheist it is. Let them say that all these things about this city. Let them say it. And truth told me just nod and smile and agree and reaffirm, yes, you're right. Tell me, how hard is it? How expensive is it? And pour water onto that altar. Keep pouring the water. Pour the water and let them pour the water. And then the day when you do find that apartment, when the money does come in, when we see these dreams coming to life, that day you can say, wow, look what God has done, because everybody said it was too hard. So those are the things we're praying. We're praying that God would be mischievous in and through us, and that we would embrace that. And we're praying for the city, for people to be at peace with the city, to be at peace in the city, that God would have his way.